up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, CEO, MTS Nutrition. Look, y'all, the 4 worst supplements of 2018. The problem is, I didn't really find any real supplements per se that were really that bad. I think the industry's done a pretty good job, at least the legal stuff. I'm not talking about the fringe stuff like SARMs or hormones or whatever. I think overall the industry's done a good job of kind of policing the supplements within the industry. We've kind of devolved. We're going back to creatine, to pre-workouts that are adequately dosed. We have proteins that are not amino spiked anymore. I think the industry's actually, with certain brands leading the way, like MTS Nutrition and being fully transparent, has actually made a turn for the better. I think 2018 was one of the best years in sport nutrition as far as doing things right and not ripping people off. With that said, to get the 4 worst supplements of 2018, we really had to dig deep and go beyond the industry. We went to multi-level marketing and functional foods. There was really no supplement within the industry that fit my criteria for worst. Because even the proprietary blend stuff, the ingredients did something. So what we went for when we looked at this is complete scammery and also just misleading label claims, or perhaps label claims that have not been refuted and proven to be correct in any way. The number 1, this is kind of in order. The number 1 worst supplement of 2018 is Somaderm HGH. Now, this is from a multi-level marketing company. And this product literally doesn't even contain a trace of HGH. Yet with their multi-level marketing brilliance, as you can see in my video, linked down below in the description box, they've done wonders to get this cult-like following. When I did this video, I got attacked by a bunch of people who said that it's cured their mother, cured their father, cured them. When in reality, there is absolutely no science behind this. It's complete quackery, and it is just reeks of scam all over. I have nothing but you can't have any respect for people who rip people off and work on placebo like Somaderm. By far, the number 1 worst supplement, even though a lot of you might not have heard of it unless you watch my video. So watch out for multi-level marketing. And remember, if something sounds too good to be true, and if you have something that is purported to be like a prescription drug HGH that has better claims than even the prescription HGH, it's a problem. Another is the 0 carb, 0 fat real peanut butter. Now this peanut butter actually does have carbs and fat. They don't refute that. However, they claim that due to this magical cyclodextrin fat and carb blocker, that the calories and the macros, fat and carbs, of course not protein, because they magically made an enzyme that destroys fat and carbs, but not protein, that your body doesn't absorb any of these. And when you ask for science, they point to cyclodextrin research, which my buddy, Robert Shinetsky at Tiger Fitness, wrote a great article destroying any of their theories on that. And that's also linked down below. It's basically the truth about fat and carb blockers. And cyclodextrins for it aren't that. So it was actually getting momentum. And their claim that it works was that some chick on YouTube did a video and she ate a jar a day or something and she didn't gain fat. Yep, that's valid placebo-controlled research right there. Good job. But to their credit, like their owner, Joe's a good guy. I like him. I've conversed with him. I've done business with him before. But I think he jumped the shark. And I will be the first, and I will say this for any of these. I will be the first person to eat my words and do a retraction video and jump on that bandwagon. Jump on it with both feet, my whole body, cannonball right onto that bandwagon if they prove me wrong. However, unfortunately, and people are like, why don't you lab test it? Well, you can't lab test it because they're claiming that it does have fat, protein, and carbs, but a magical unicorn-driven enzyme makes them magically disappear. So that would be number 2. Number 3, and I'm very hesitant to say this, because it's no admission of guilt. But I think that this wouldn't be, and I want to state emphatically, this is not beyond proof. I'm not stating they failed anything. It's just, there's a settlement and a test out there that's public information because the court case is public. Lenny and Larry's cookies. Here's why. These things were a godsend, man. They were cookies. They taste like cookies. Not amazing cookies. Like my buddy, the Flexible Baker on Instagram. If you don't follow him. He's actually one of our athletes at MTS. He makes the best cookies in the world. And Lenny and Larry's, it'd be the equivalent of eating a slice of Chicago pizza and then biting into a piece of dog poop when you compare the two. It was, for a health cookie, amazeballs. So amazing. So it found out it had, according to the lab test presented in the case that was settled for $5 million to end litigation, to have literally half the protein, more carbs, and more fat than the label claimed. So I'd say just for the simple fact that you broke a lot of people's hearts and potentially broke a lot of people's diets, I'd say Lenny and Larry's would be right there. The next is another functional food. Again, I didn't find any supplements that completely failed. Bravo to the sport nutrition industry. And I didn't want to go into SARMs and all that because, it's just, I don't consider those a supplement. They're not intended for human consumption. I can't even go over that. I got to go on what's being sold as actual supplements. The Combat Bar by Musclepharm. Now, they have not refuted it. At least I haven't seen it. And this has not been proven anywhere in court or anything. However, Labdoor tested the Combat Bar from Musclepharm. I have a video on the Combat Bar and Lenny and Larry's as well. It's one video. And they actually tested it to have significantly higher fat. In fact, while they claimed 210 calories on the Combat Crunch Bar, the lab test came back as 306 calories. That means you're 96 calories over what you think you're eating. So if you're on a calorie deficit, and let's say your calorie deficit under maintenance is 200 calories. You eat 2 bars a day, that negates it and you won't lose weight. So this is a bar that if you ate 2 a day for 7 days, that's 1,400 plus additional calories. So that, even though there's no proof, I got to go by what's out there in the media and there's nothing refuting it for me to go by. Lenny and Larry's at least has a statement I could say, they settled. And I myself, as I stated in the video on Lenny and Larry's cookies, I myself had settled lawsuits, many of them. I get sued a lot, many of them in the past, just to stop the bleeding, to stop the cost of litigation. Sometimes settling costs a lot less than litigating. It is what it is. It's the nature of the beast. It's how the country works. If you own a business, you're going to get sued. The question is, how can I get out of it without losing my company? And they could have very well done that. But with Musclepharm, being that it wasn't tested by a class action attorney, it was tested by Labdoor, there's nothing refuting nor confirming it. So, assuming that Labdoor was correct, and from what I hear, they're a decently credible source, although they do sell ads and stuff, which leads to some question of their integrity, but not a lot. I'm not questioning it. I'm just saying, I'm being devil's advocate. I'm going to put Combat Bar as number 4 behind Lenny and Larry's, because I think Lenny and Larry's people love that stuff, man. People love Lenny and Larry's. But those are the 4 worst supplements. You probably expected pre-workouts. You probably expected proteins. You probably expected muscle gainers. Honestly, though, companies are getting really good at backing stuff up with research. And even if they don't dose it right, they have ingredients in there that might work, right? These, Somaderm, the magical peanut butter, Lenny and Larry's, and Combat Bar, they're my top 4. Anyway, or bottom 4. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts. Comment down below. All the articles are linked down below. All the old videos are linked down below. I appreciate you watching. Subscribe to this channel. Like this video. And of course, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. That's not a game.